Jeremiah.
What's up?
This is some new theme music right here, but you might want to get these cats.
Who is this?
You might want to check them out.
Yeah, who can tell me I'm wrong for how I'm getting this paper? Life is hell, we can make it man, and ain't nobody gon' save us. So I can really give a damn nation. Hesitate and get you wasted with no patience. Here we go. Yeah, who can tell me I'm wrong for how I'm getting this paper?
That's how we doing it.
Life is hell, we can make it man, and ain't nobody gon' save us. So I can really give a damn if you think that I'm wrong or right. I'm hustle all day, I'm hustle all night. Yeah, who can tell me I'm wrong for how I'm getting this paper?
That's what we're gonna do, y'all.
Life is hell, we can make it man, and ain't nobody gon' save us. So I can really give a damn if you think that I'm wrong or right.
So we got to listen to it. Hey, man, we can't be listening to 10 minutes of each new theme music.
Is this the theme song or sound show?
No, we on live. We done went live.
We live, brothers.
What? I know.
Yeah.
we just got to listen to 5 minutes of theme music. That's all.
Jeremiah, I'm glad you tipped us off. We were live.
I told you, man. Y'all start a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Well, I want to welcome everybody to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach, y'all. You tuned into In the Room, and tonight's episode is Monday night. It's just the last day of February. Our Black History Month is over in a few hours. Hey, but anyway, you're here tonight with Sports Talk, y'all. We're gonna have a great time. Let me introduce the crew. I gathered my fellas around, all the way representing that Midwest up on top, up on the Midwest. The Two Dogs, the host of the Two Dogs Sports Show, Sports Talk, out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Y'all show some love for Mr. Jeremiah. What's in the house? Jeremiah.
What's going on?
Well, we're gonna keep it up there in the Midwest, around there, around the Oklahoma area, representing LU. You represent some Langston University. My co-host of In the Room, show him some love, Mr. Philip Townsend.
L's up, marching pride.
Well, let's jump over to the West Coast, y'all, real quick, man, and holler at our national touring comedian. Matter of fact, Mark, how did the show go? Well, no, I'll ask you in a minute, but he had a show last night, Chocolate Sundays. I'm sure he ripped it up, so I'm going to ask him about that. Y'all show some
sure
love.
I did, too.
Mark Howard.
Hey, man. Hey, can you get that dude from behind you? Look like he licking on your neck, dude. Really. That's really not a good look. What up, man? Look, his lips is behind his ear.
That's like that.
Hey.
I'm not hating.
Blowing on his neck.
I'm looking out for you. You like you got a dude up in your neck. Like, what's up?
Hey, Mark, I know you're feeling bad because of my first question. You know my first question coming up, but let me get to our special guest, the guy that comes in and gives us our college update in the house, man, representing South Texas, doing his thing up in here, Mr. Rodney Smith. What's up, Rodney?
What's going on? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, and I want to give a shout out to my best friend out of high school. You know, the one that be thinking outside the box, Mr. T-Rex. We're going to give a shout out to you, brother. Come on in when you can.
He's really outside the box. He really outside the box right now.
He's outside the box right now. Well, hey, let's jump into it, man. Let's start the show off real quick. And
let's start it off with the first hater question. Go.
Yeah, here it comes. Strike at you. Mark. Phil.
Yes, sir.
What's happening in Tinseltown? What's happening over there, man? The last game that we've seen, the purple and gold was booed by their fans. LeBron James was booed.
Now,
help me.
are you asking me or Mark first?
I'm gonna ask whoever wants to take it. Whoever,
No,
but I want to hear from both of you.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, I want to hear from both of you. I know Mark will pass this on. LeBron James was booed. My bad. I'm a back
Vance, if you'll notice, we aren't Jordanaires. We can take things happening to LeBron. We can criticize LeBron. We have no problem like you Jordanaires and anything being said about Jordan bad. LeBron is a grown-ass man. He can handle ignorant people who pay
Vance, you got Phil cussing, man.
who pay all of this money, and if they want to go boo, they can go boo. But the one thing about LeBron James, he can handle the booing, unlike that person behind you. Vance, you should know this. In San Antonio, Texas, in 1996, when San Antonio hosted the All-Star game, Michael Jordan won the MVP and was roundly booed by everybody in the stands, and it hurt him so badly that when they played in Cleveland the next year, he said, these are his words, if I win the MVP, I'm going to give it to the guy from Cleveland because I can't handle being booed. I'm sorry.
When did he say
I didn't hear LeBron say that.
I'm befuddled.
I didn't hear LeBron say that.
You but what? You but what?
Vance, I didn't hear LeBron say that. LeBron taking his stride, brother. Jordan said he can't handle being booed.
Enough of that gibberish, because
I can show you the article. Matter of fact,
All-Star game.
Matter of fact, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what makes it worse, Vance. You got his feelings hurt getting booed to All-Star.
All-Star game.
No, that ain't ever.
You do know it was some Chicago Bulls people.
They wanted David Robinson. That's all they wanted. They wanted the Admiral.
No, they didn't. They felt that Shaquille O'Neal won that year. Now,
Shaq
tell the truth and change the
David
devil
Stern game, yeah.
That's the problem with you Jordanaires.
Right.
Lord, you can't say nothing bad about Jordan to yourselves. That reminds me. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's this Republican Party that can't say nothing about their deity. Oh, yeah, that's right. He goes by the same, some initials too. DT and MJ. Yeah.
Mark, can you please? We want to hear from you because it's
I
really
got the article. If you want to read it,
your boy got booed. Your boy got booed, and he's ready to run out of Cleveland. Go ahead, Mark.
I'm gonna correct Phil on one thing. Jordanaires don't like you to tell the truth.
You're so right, Mark.
About things.
Mark, you're
not
so
about
correct.
saying nothing bad. Because we don't even say nothing bad.
Yeah.
We're just telling the truth.
Yeah.
And because
you're right, Mark. You're right.
It's not in accordance with the extra hype that these fools think they need to do, which is really an insult. When you got to lie for a man, that's a whole different story. First off, I've been living out in LA for over 20 years now. And let me just say it to you straight up, knowing what I know, listening to what I listen to. These people out here are the stupidest fan base known to history. Kind of worse. It's actually worse than New York because they get into this mindset where they think they know basketball. They don't know basketball. I talked to a guy last night after the game when I was at the show. I was at another comic and literally said to me, and I want y'all to relax. Sit back and relax. Believe this. Said to me that he would have rather had kept Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball keep that core than to have LeBron James come to the team and do what he did. I swear for God, that fool said that.
Okay, so Mark, stop hammering Vance and
no, this wasn't Vance.
That ain't no hammer right there.
This wasn't Vance. This was another comic, my dude, but he don't know basketball. And when I listen to Laker fans, they have a certain level of entitlement. They think they're awesome. He's not doing nothing. Somebody also posted, this is the worst Laker season. The worst Laker season. Not
They
the
don't know
one,
their history.
not the one where they had the worst record in Laker history. I'm a Wizards and Bullets fan, and we've had some horrible seasons. But one of the seasons, I forget which year it was, we've never had as bad a season in losses and wins than the Lakers had. And that's with Kobe Bryant on the team. And you want to tell me this, where you still in a playoff hunt, still in a playoff circle, talking about this is the worst season you've ever had.
They don't
There's no
know their
basketball,
history.
so they can boo all they want to. Just like Ariza and just like Brown said, what do you know about basketball? Not a damn thing. And that's real talk, man.
Okay.
So them booing is
Mark,
stupid.
I want to hear from you.
Mark, that's what shallow people like Vance focus on. They think they have a real story when you run up against ignorance with people. They think that's a real story. Vance does. Vance didn't even go for the fact that the year after Shaq was relieved from the team, Vance can't even tell you. They're missing Shaquille O'Neal. They go from being super bad, you know what, to how many wins? I think some people in LA better check how many wins they won when Shaq left, and they still had Kobe and all the rest of those fellas. And it wasn't until the guy that at the same time, at that very time, was considered, along with Tim Duncan, to be the best power forwards in the league. There were plenty of people who thought he was better than Tim Duncan. Not me, but I will tell you this right now. It wasn't until Pau Gasol went to the Lakers, and that second year after he's there, Andrew Bynum was considered the best offensive big man in the league. Stop it, man. The Lakers had a worse record then when you get into what's going to be what LeBron will have for them.
Okay, let me move this on. I got to get away.
Yeah, you move on. That didn't work.
Rodney, hold on. Let my man.
Yeah, you move on, Vance, because that didn't work.
No, it didn't work because I gave it to you and Phil, which I knew. Now, I gave it to you and Phil, which I knew wouldn't work. I mean, because the question was, your boy got booed and you got nothing to say about it.
He didn't get booed. He scored. LeBron scored 32 points.
That's fine. You don't have to answer it.
LeBron scored 32 points.
He got booed. So
the
Rodney,
team got booed.
I don't know if you saw the game, man, but I'm sure you heard. Okay, what do you think of your boy LeBron? Not your boy, but LeBron.
It ain't the Lakers that got booed. It ain't the Lakers that lost. It's LeBron that lost. That's what I call it.
Right.
Can we hear from Mr. Rodney? Can we hear from Mr. Rodney?
Man, I think, the whole team just doesn't look like they're there, man. I mean, they start off solid, and then they just go to sleep. And then, when the opposing team get a little lead on them, they just, all right. Carmelo Anthony, when he comes in the game, man, it looks like all he wants to do is just shoot the ball, and he thinks he's supposed to hit every single shot. And it just kills me when he comes in the game because I'm like, if he touched the ball, he putting it up. And I'm going to say 60 to 75% of his shots are back iron. And it just, I'm like, man, this dude is a Hall of Famer, and he thinks that his shot is still golden, and it's not. But at the same time, I think that's why he goes into the game. They just go in there, get your 3-4 shots off. If you hit them, cool. If not, all right, well, come back to the bench. But yeah, when they started booing yesterday, man, I was like, wow, they are actually booing the Lakers in this game. And in my opinion, they got a right to, because it was New Orleans, man. And it's like, come on, y'all letting the Pelicans come up in here and our turf
and beat they behind too.
Yeah, and beat them bad, man. So it was ugly.
Rodney. I
Hey,
see
hey,
you too. You
hey,
too.
hey,
You
hey,
right
hey,
in line with Phil and Mark, Rodney. You right in line with.
regardless of that, Rodney,
You cannot.
forget what you talking about, Vance.
The
Hey,
question
hey,
was LeBron was booed. LeBron was booed.
yeah.
I
See what I'm
think it
And
was the
saying?
Rodney, you
team.
went to that. Rodney, you went to
Rodney
you
No,
went
knows
to
it
a
wasn't
big
Rodney knows
stage.
LeBron, man. It
basketball.
wasn't LeBron.
Rodney
Okay.
knows basketball.
As
So,
soon as
hey,
LeBron threw that
Rodney.
turnover away, them boos
Hey,
came out.
and let me ask you a question, Rodney. Let me
Two
ask
dogs.
Rodney a question.
No, no, no,
Let me
no,
ask
no, 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 no,
let me
no,
ask
Mark.
Rodney a quick question. Just a quick question. Other than shoot the ball, what would Carmelo Anthony be doing on the basketball
You know what? That's a valid point. That's a valid point.
See, that's
Mm,
why he didn't attack. That's why he didn't
So
attack LeBron. Two dogs. What you got to say? And Terry, I'm gonna come to you, man. We're talking about
The
the game
booing.
the other when
No,
when Jordan
Vance
got
thinks
booed.
he can.
Yeah.
Vance thinks he got another
Okay.
way to hate on
It's
LeBron.
I just
That's what he said.
saying. I'm
Go ahead.
just
it's like
saying.
this. They
Go ahead.
they they deserve to be booed. It wasn't just LeBron, but LeBron, yeah, he got 32 points, but let's be honest. The man is not playing like he should be playing, like we
Who
used to
not
him
playing like he should
playing.
be playing?
He's
What?
not if you look
I'm
at
sorry.
if
Who was?
And
Are
you
hold
you
ain't
on,
talking about
hold on,
Carmelo?
hold on. Let me finish. Let me
No, you talking
finish.
about
Rodney
Let,
gonna
Carmelo?
help him, and
let
Who
Rodney
you
me
talking
gonna
about,
fit.
help him.
Russ?
Can I finish what I'm saying?
I just want to know who you was. Okay, go ahead. I just want to know who you was talking about.
You gonna
I'm
get
talking
jumped,
about
Jeremiah.
LeBron.
I
Yes,
ain't doing.
he's scoring points. True enough. But if you look
Somebody
at the
got to do it.
if you look at the game, he's turning the ball over.
mm,
He's not playing defense like he normally do. A lot of them
What?
assignments he's missing, and then he
What?
turns around and he look at everybody else. Hold on, dude, you didn't run after the ball neither.
What
So
he supposed
the
to?
whole hold on, the whole team deserved to be booed, and what they did yesterday and the way he played yesterday deserved to be booed for. He had 32 points but 7 turnovers. So subtract 14 from 32. He
So
got 20
They
points.
scored on all seven. They scored on all seven.
I'm just making everybody always want to say people that's for Jordan
Well,
is
no, but if you're going to
don't
throw
want to say
that
the
out
truth.
there,
Well,
if you're going
nobody.
to throw
Well,
that out there, subtract that.
LeBron James people don't want to hear the truth neither. If you say he's not
Truth about
playing
what?
up to par, if he's
Oh,
not,
but Mark, let's say
if
this.
he's
Let's say
say
this for free
if he's
fall.
taking off a lot of plays, y'all don't want to handle it. But let's be truthful about
Mark,
it.
let's say
He
this for free
is taking
fall.
he is taking he is taking a lot of plays off. He's messing up just like everybody else. He the
I
one
agree with that.
that was influential in putting this raggedy old AARP team together.
Right.
Two
You
dogs. That's
know,
enough. We're gonna pass it on to
that's just the way it is. Let's be truthful. But the whole entire team deserve to be booed because them the Neums ain't doing nothing.
Speak the truth.
Them
Speak the
suck.
truth.
The Nims need to be scoring and playing some defense.
Oh, I can't
Nobody's
wait for
scoring
free
and playing
fall.
defense.
Okay. Go ahead, Terry. Thank
Well,
you, Jeremiah.
hello everybody. Well, I only saw a little bit of the game. I caught the highlights and what the commentators were saying about the game. And from what I seen from the game, I think they just looked like a bunch of old men out there. Like they just was going through the motions. I think the only one who really had any kind of activity going for himself was LeBron, but he wasn't his normal self. And as Jeremiah said, them let him down, and maybe he fell into the group with them. They played piss poor from the highlights that I saw and from what the commentators were saying.
From the
I don't
score,
think
look at the score. They lost by 27 points.
Right.
But
they still.
LeBron points is not impactful no more.
I
When he
just
was younger,
No.
when he scored points,
Oh, I
this
can't
this
wait for free
this,
fall.
this wouldn't have happened
I can't
five,
wait
six,
for free
7 years
fall.
ago
well
when LeBron scoring 32 points because
Okay.
they were
I
very
can't wait
impactful
for
points.
free
the thing
fall.
the thing that I want to bring up most of all was what Jeremiah
Truth
said
is
about.
true.
He brought it up a little bit about Michael Jordan. One thing you can say about Michael, he never quit. Even when he was first in the league, he was scoring a lot of points, and his motto is, "We'll run what the team can do, but the team can't. If the team can't do it, I can do it." And that's his motto. And I think Kobe and all the other great stars that had that ambition, as in LeBron James had it, he just didn't show it. He just didn't show it. He didn't take the game over and make it feel like he was going to dominate the game.
Oh, I can't wait for free for all.
Oh, I know. Hey, Terry.
But ain't nobody saying LeBron is not great. Ain't
I
nobody
didn't say
saying
he wasn't
LeBron
great.
is
So
not
y'all
an
just want
excellent player.
to argue.
We just saying,
Oh, I
hey,
can't wait for free
he's
for all.
not playing.
Two
And I
dogs.
understand he's old.
Don't worry about it. Two dogs. Don't
Oh,
worry
I
about it,
can't
baby.
wait for
But
free
y'all
for
want to holler
all.
about Jordan people. No,
Rodney
LeBron
was the
people
only
a little
one that
bit
got
worse.
stuck
that's
in.
one
He was
comparison
the
I was
only
giving.
one. Don't worry about it. We
LeBron
good.
people a little bit worse. Y'all want to holler about Jordan
I
people.
can't wait for free for
If you say
all.
LeBron went the wrong direction, y'all having a fit. Oh no, he
Hey,
didn't. He
I
the only
can't
one
don't
wait
on
worry.
the
for
Two
team
free
dogs.
doing
for
it.
all.
Two dogs. Two dogs.
Now,
Two dogs. Don't
this,
worry about him, Mike.
I'm going to
And
show
see,
you
the
just how
question didn't even have
ignorant
Jordan
you all
in
have
it.
been here in a minute,
Jordan
Jeremiah.
had nothing to do
I
with the
can't wait
question.
for free for all.
Okay, but I'm just saying, Jordan
Well,
had
let
nothing to
people
do
talk,
with it.
Phil.
And all I
I
was
can't
saying is,
wait for free for all.
I just want to
hold on.
speak on it
Jeremiah
that
said,
all I
Jeremiah said
know
he
is
act like he the only one didn't score the points. He scored 32. The next highest starter was Westbrook with 16. That's half of that off of 5 of 15 shooting. The next highest score was off the bench with Carmelo
Hold
Anthony
on, I
with
said
4
what,
of 9
Mark?
and 13 points. Everybody else had less than 10 points. But yeah, he didn't do enough. He didn't take over the game.
Ain't
Well,
nobody.
you
I
know,
didn't
he's a
say that.
superstar, Mark.
I didn't say he
well,
didn't
That's
Mark.
do
what
enough or didn't
he's a
take over the
superstar.
game.
Oh, I can't wait for free for
He's
all.
All right, we're gonna move
You
on.
tell
But
me if Michael went
Mark,
out there
all
and
I
Michael
gotta
didn't
say
have a
is,
good game like that.
Tell me if Michael could do half as much with this team that LeBron doing.
Why
stop.
are we doing this and it's not free for all?
I don't know because they won't
You're
stop
right.
talking. But
Save it
anyway,
for free,
because
bro.
I should have.
That's
Save it
a
for
All
free,
I
free
bro.
wanted to
subject.
say was, but Phil, I'll
I can't wait
Go
for
ahead,
free
Vance.
for all.
I'll say no more till free for all.
all I wanted to say was, that
And another thing.
LeBron turned the ball over, threw the ball out straight out of bounds, and the boos started. And y'all danced all around.
And
it.
I'm
You
going to
changed
show
the
you your
narrative.
ignorance
And
about
Stuck-
the
you
game
stuck
and you
Rodney
was
in.
happier, and you was happier
stuck
than a
Rodney
pig
in.
in slop, wasn't you?
Well, that's because Vance doesn't know basketball. I'm going to show him that very
Absolutely not.
same play
Okay.
Phil, wasn't you
and
one
give
talking
him
about
an
saying wait for
understanding
free
of it.
for all?
Yes, that's
Okay,
what I
then let
said.
us go to the next question, Phil.
I've been
Matter of
asking
fact,
Vance
this
to
is a
go to
good
the
time.
next question.
This is a good time to make a transition, y'all.
Yeah.
If you just tune in, you tune in to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with
But
the
I can't
global
wait for
reach,
free for all.
man. And our first question was very spirited, right off the box. So right now, we're gonna jump into our first favorite segment of the night. I know he's been sitting there anxious to tell us, man. We all wanting to know what's outside the box, what he's been thinking about. This is our segment that we call "Thinking Outside the Box" with my main man, T-Rex. T-Rex, what you thinking about tonight,
Hey, I just
brother?
want to say hello to everybody out there. It's T-Rex. I just want to talk about Ukraine. I remember when Black Lives Matter protest was going on. Ukraine was part of that protest, sitting out helping the Black Lives Matter program. And I just want to give a shout out to Ukraine and all the citizens that had to leave and all the citizens that stayed behind to fight. Putin is a tyrant. He's a war criminal. I mean, he's killing children, and he's got this supposedly so powerful armed forces over there fighting normal people. And I don't even think Ukraine probably can fit inside Texas. So what is the big deal? All I want to say is this goes out to all the countries. Anyone listening can pass it on to their president, prime minister, or whatever. That we need to do more than just sanctions, because by the time we decide to join this fight, it's going to be too late. And I know everybody doesn't want to hear about sending American citizens over there, troops to fight, but unfortunately, that's what it takes to stop tyranny. And so my message to everyone is pray for Ukraine, and also talk to your leaders, in the White House, your congressmen and senators and all that. Talk to them and let's start. If we can't put troops on the ground, let's get some advisors over there to help those people contain their country. That's the most important thing. And if you didn't know Putin was a war criminal, now you know. And I'm T Rex and I'm outside the box. Boom.
Thank you,
Lord,
T
Y'all
Rex.
don't
can
know
we
nothing
go?
about
Can we
the
go
fourth
straight to
Kirby.
free? Can we go
No,
straight to
we're
free
not.
for all?
No, we're not. We catch that. We're gonna catch that because right now we're gonna slide over and
I'm getting ready to tell Terry a couple things he didn't know.
a guest of our guest tonight who brings this.
I'm gonna
Who
be
talks
Phil to this one.
Mark. Mark, we finna move on and hold it. Just hold that thought till we
I
get to
know
the
I wrote my notes. I wrote my notes.
until we get to the free throw. All
Let me
right.
get a glass of wine, Phil.
So fellas, we're gonna move on. So Rodney, our guest tonight, who brings us our college update, man. And so Rodney, what you
What's
got
up,
for
Rob?
us right now? Update us. I know
What's up?
the Baylor Bears, the women's team played tonight, also the men. So if that's where you want to start, and just let us know, man, and leading us up to March Madness, which is around the corner, Mara.
Yeah, yep.
Let's
So
talk to us.
I mean, the main thing is them Baylor Lady Bears clinched the Big 12 title tonight. You know, they went into hostile territory playing in Iowa State, and so basically the winner of that game wins the Big 12 title.
Sweet.
They've been our nemesis, you know, for I'm gonna say a year or two. They beat us at our place. But this year was a different story. We kind of trashed them at our place, but you know, tonight I'm gonna tell you, man, I was nervous the whole day. I mean, I was probably more nervous than my daughter was. You know, I'm pacing up and down the house. I didn't even eat dinner. You know, I'm drinking beer. I'm like, oh man, I gotta calm down for this game. You know, and so again, they were in hostile territory. Probably had a handful of fans there. You know, and I just talked to my baby. I said, look, just go up there, do what you do best. You know, you're in hostile territory, handle your business. And man, them girls came out and they played and the game plan was perfect, you know, and you know, I gotta brag on her. My baby did her thing. She finished with 28 points, 20 rebounds, 4 blocks. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
She was on a mission tonight, you know, and she, you know, one little thing is she had her marketing agent was in the crowd and her marketing agent brought Nike and the Nike execs there. So she's like, you know, Nike
Oh,
execs
wow.
gonna be
Dang.
here, so you know, do your thing. And so she was like, oh, okay, well, I'm about to put on the show for these people, you know. So I mean, if they ain't got win this, she should be the #1 draft pick, and she's somebody that you should be signing with Nike. I don't know what the hell they're thinking of right now. So she did her thing, you know what I'm saying? She showed up at the right time, and you know they got that Big 12 title. She's 4 for 4 in her career, so that's definitely a blessing, man. So we got one more game on Monday. It's senior night. That's the night that's going to, you know, kind of hit hard. You know, this is the last senior year game, you know, regular season. So, you know, I have the tissues for the wifey, but you know, I gotta maintain my composure. But it's gonna be tough for me too, you know what I'm saying? Because that's my baby, you know. And so she'll
Yes, sir.
crossing over from, you know, the college life to the professional life, and so she's looking forward to it. She's making a statement, let them know, look, I'm on my way, so y'all be ready. So looking forward to it,
Amazing.
man.
Well, man, I see all that proud, man. You're a proud father, man. And so senior night, will you be able to make it up, or how's that going to work for you?
Yes, yeah, I'll be up there, man. I got 14 of my relatives flying in from DC to come watch the
Ooh.
game, and my wife got her family from, you know, here, San Antonio and Dallas. So we're gonna be deep up in there that game, man, for senior night. We're looking forward
Okay,
to
and
it.
then when is that?
Outstanding.
When is that game?
That's next Sunday.
Next
Next
Sunday.
Sunday. Next Sunday at 2.
The what's that? The sixth,
Yes, March 6th.
March 6th.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay.
It
Well,
sounds
good
like you
luck.
trying to make plans. You going
Huh?
up there?
I'll try to maybe sneak a 10 camera in there, man. You know,
Might
on the
confuse,
family and you know
it
and
might confuse you. They playing
listen.
basketball, then. They playing
Huh?
basketball.
No, man, but no, righty, man. We appreciate it, man. And like I say, you know, maybe we can talk. Maybe we could get a connection and sports talk and get a peek in there. While you're in there with your camera, with your cell phone,
Hey,
show up. Yay,
might be
we'll
able to make
talk.
that happen. Might be able to make it
Yeah,
happen.
man. Hey, we'll be right here, man. We enjoy that. I would love that. So, hey, Rodney, appreciate that, man. That's a good update, man.
Very
So,
good.
fellas, you
Very
guys,
good.
anybody got any questions? I was gonna say, I'm glad you said she's the number one pick. So, is she still on that? That's where where it's looking like she'll be the number one pick.
Yeah. So it was funny because yesterday, the head coach of the Washington Mystics, Mike Tabor, he commentated. Kentucky played yesterday, so he commentated that game with Ryan Howard, and she showed out. She had I think she had 32 points or whatever, and it was Ryan Howard night. So, I was like, of course she's gonna show out. The coach is there, so she better do something. So I was like, okay, that was impressive. That was nice. And so I told my daughter about it. I said, yeah, my coach T-Ball, he actually commentated the Kentucky game. And she's like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. I said, so basically, just excuse my language, but I said, show your ass in this Iowa State game. Let him know, yeah, she scored 32, but I'm the better player.
Mm.
And again, 28-20 is nothing to close your eyes about. And I mean, it wasn't just catch the ball, turn and shoot. She put it on display. She took it to the hole. She shot the jumper. She shot the fadeaway. She got rebounds. She took it coast to coast. She showed this man, look, if I'm not gonna be a part of this team, then you're gonna be disappointed when we play against you, because if she's not going one, she's going two, and that's the Indiana. And Indiana plays Washington the very first game of the season. So he gonna get a reality check if he passes her up at number one. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Mm.
Threats here on TAN TV.
Right, you heard it here
That's the
first.
American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. Man, hey, Rodney, man, that's some good stuff, man. Good stuff, man. So keep us informed. Like I said, man, we're gonna keep connected. March Madness around the corner. Probably one of the best times of the year. And
Oh
college
yeah.
basketball always, no matter what, they can no one and done's can leave, but they always have a good tournament every year after year, man. So
Yep.
yeah, and we enjoyed it last year when they was here. So it was great, man. That was great to see. So we're gonna keep it moving, man, and keep the show rolling. And we're gonna jump right into our second favorite segment of the night, the segment that we call "Just a Doggone Minute," and it's hosted by Mr. Jeremiah Watts, who's the host of the Two Dogs Sports Talk in Tulsa. So Jeremiah, what you talking about tonight, bro?
All right, just a doggone minute. Okay, I got two separate things. The first thing, Vance, Tony Romo, Troy Aikman shows you why you should be a Dallas Cowboy. Tony Romo, after playing, got a contract to commentate, more money than he had made playing 10 years, 180 million. Troy Aikman about to sign a contract, more money than he made playing, 18 million a year, 5 years, $90 million. Jason Witten couldn't talk out of a paper bag, got a job with ESPN. When you're a Dallas Cowboy, you automatically, most likely, will get a job commentating somewhere, making money.
You forgot
That's
to.
why you should be a Dallas Cowboy. Yeah, you
You
got
forgot
Michael
to.
Irvin, you got Dion, you got even Emmitt Smith got a shot, and Emmitt Smith couldn't commentate worth nothing. Life of a Dallas Cowboy is great. Second thing, Ben Simmons.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not a Ben Simmons hate so much of a Ben Simmons hate as Mark is, but
I
dude,
don't hate the man.
you've been gone for almost over a year, and you talking about you got back problems because you don't basically want to play in the game on March 10th in Philly.
Mm.
What kind of back problems you got? You ain't did nothing
mindless.
except claim you got a mental health problem, and if you do, Okay, so you didn't lose your money. Now you sitting on the bench smiling hunky go lucky with KD slapping hands. But now you talking about you can't play because you got back issues. I'm starting to believe, Mark, that you about as soft as cotton.
Starting to.
Because this is just ridiculous. If you're a competitor, you should be anxious to play in Philly on March 10th. You should be so hyped, you shouldn't be able to sleep until after March 10th. Because you're ready to go put in work and show Embiid and Harden that they messed up. But you're trying to figure out some kind of way probably where you don't have to play on March 10th. Man, and the Brooklyn Nets, I'm sorry. With the squad y'all got and the people y'all starters, I'm starting to wonder. You got Kyrie that claim he doing stuff. You never know what he gonna do. You heard the mayor today talking about that if we can't break the rules for him, the owner trying to get the mayor to break the law for Kyrie. If they broke the law, do you think Kyrie would have sat out and said, "Hey, no, y'all can't do that for me because other people you ain't doing it for the other people, so I can't play." No, he would have played. KD, he should be back soon, but y'all in trouble, dude. Ben Simmons, Mark, I'm starting to. I'm coming around your way on Ben Simmons, man. And I just a doggone minute I'm out.
Well, thank you for that doggone minute, Jeremiah. I know we got a lot to say. Didn't know about Bing Simmons got a back problem now. So
I called my boy from back home who worked for the Nets. I told him, I text him, I said, look, go on and tell Ben Simmons he can play. It's all right, man. We know.
Right.
We know. You ain't got to sit out and fake the funk. We
but
know.
that March 10th date is very that's
Yeah,
something he probably is running from.
dude, he ducking that, man.
Yeah, he probably is running from it. Yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at Phil shaking his head. No, Phil, you know
Okay.
good and well he ducking that
Yeah,
date.
well, he'll bring it back up in the free for all. But let's move
No,
on.
Vance, I only bring up so much ignorance in a show.
All right.
He looked
Well, look quick.
disgusted.
Let's
He
jump
got
on this, man. Since we stand here with the Ben Simmons, let's stay with the NBA. Let's stay with the NBA. And so now you got Harden and Embiid, a couple games showing out. So I'm gonna throw this at you, Rodney. So how's it look? Do you think this changes things in the East? I mean, I know Miami's won. Miami's won.
Chicago's
Chicago's
too.
two. Chicago's two. Uh, who's three?
Is
And I think Milwaukee is four. But I still think Milwaukee got the. I'm riding with Milwaukee. So what you think the East is looking like? Rodney, start with you.
Well, I mean, the way Philly is starting off with Harden, it looks like him and Embiid kind of, establishing that 1-2 connection. It's looking pretty decent right now, you know, but we're gonna see how long that's gonna last because it always starts off that way with Harden. With him in Brooklyn with KD and Kyrie, it started off good, and then all of a sudden, you know, he started taking a whole bunch of shots, and I don't know if they started complaining, but it was like they're kind of competing against each other instead of playing together. So we're gonna see how long that's gonna last in Philly. As far as I mean, I don't know if I'll give them the East. Like you said, Milwaukee's
So who
pretty
you
tough.
think? Who you think?
Um,
Who you think got the lead way right now in the East?
man, I'm liking Miami. I mean, Miami, they stroking that ball, man. They playing pretty decent ball. And at first, I was leaning more towards Chicago, but Miami's looking pretty solid. I mean, I think they played tonight and they played Chicago and they beat them. So um, I'm rocking with Miami. They were close last year, and I think they kind of putting the little pieces together this year, and they might make a good run for it.
Cool. Thank you, brother. What do you say, Phil? Let's hear from you, man. What do you say about that East, man? You think Harden and Embiid?
Well, again, like I said before, I think the jury's still out on the trade. You really can't get anything from you really can't get anything from that because of the teams they played and won against.
The
I mean,
jury is
two
out.
of, two of the most porous defenses out there. So I can't say that Harden and Embiid are the magic, you know, that it takes to win the East. I'm going to have to lean more like Rodney and go with at this point the Heat. They've been the solid team all year to do this. They don't have to get into learning any nuances. They're already there. They have that strong mental to get it done. So I'm rolling with the Heat, and I've got Milwaukee in there though, probably about third. But they're in their Vance if that helps make you happy.
Well, you can't help but put them in if you know something about basketball.
Well,
But anyway,
that's my
we're
whole
gonna
point.
continue this. But Terry,
That's my
what you
whole
got
point.
for us?
That's my
I
whole
just want to go back to when they was talking about
I
the
got
fact
you.
that what Harding was going to do with the Sixers. I agree with you when you said that might be a short romance when it starts out, but it looks pretty good so far, man. The cat's helping the backcourt out. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's scoring. He even playing a little bit of defense every now and then. Like it hurt his feelings to do it, but
Right.
out the East, I would put Philly in a run if they continue to do what they're doing now. And Hardy can continue to contribute the way he's doing. He's definitely an upgrade to that backcourt. And Big Boy in the middle just doing his thing always. I think Philly might come up there and surprise a lot of people. So I'm gonna keep the Heat number one, and I'm gonna roll with Philly number two on that because I think Philly's got something to prove.
What do you say, Mark?
So you think he might be better, huh? Huh. Let's see the two games he played in. Minnesota, he scored 27 points and 12 assists. The last game, he scored 29 points and 13 assists. Ben Simmons every year averaged 16 and 7.5 assists, but he's an all-star. 3 times they picked this Bama to be an all-star. And now Jeremiah wanted to talk about his back hurt. Back ain't hurt. He ain't got no spine.
Well, that would kind of makes his back hurt.
He don't even know he got a back. Somebody just told him, say it's your back. And what are you coming around for, Jeremiah? What do you got to do? Pull a tampon out?
Okay.
It's a female. He's scared.
See, Mark?
Yes, Harden
Mark,
is where he
Mark.
want to be. And the only problem, I'll say this, only problem you can't trust Harden is how he choked out in the playoffs. He's done a little bit better, but he definitely choked out in the playoffs. I can only think that some pride and anger from what went on in Brooklyn would make him play better just out of pride and truth. But if you look right now, Joel Embiid is saying, oh my God, I got a guard that actually wants to shoot the ball,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that ain't afraid to shoot the ball, and actually can pass the ball better and get people open better. Not passing because he don't want to shoot. He passes because he creates. So I'll go with I'll go with Philly, and I'll go with Milwaukee. Not to Vance's agree because Vance ain't nothing but guessing. Miami. Okay, y'all can have Miami. I just want to ask the panel real quick though. We all agree the Wizards are not in the running, right?
Nah,
Okay,
nah.
it's okay. It's okay.
Close us
Hurt
out
to
We'll
on
be
say it,
this
back.
one,
but no.
Jeremiah. Close us out
We'll
on
be
this one
back.
real quick.
As of right now, the combination looking real good. Tobias Harris really not, but Maxey is still doing what Maxey's been doing. They were already a threat without Harden. They did what they supposed to do playing the Knicks and the Timberwolves. They supposed to blow them out. It wasn't supposed to be a close game, but they got three good games coming up that we supposed to see exactly what they about to do. We're not counting the Knicks on Wednesday, but they got the Cavaliers, the Heat, and the Bulls back to back. So we supposed to see what they supposed to do. Those are the top four, top five teams in the East.
3 Mirages.
The Heat, I think the Heat is good. They still missing Oladipo, which he should be back. The Milwaukee Bucks, I'm sorry to say it. If Giannis can't hit a 20-foot jumper consistently, Milwaukee not going nowhere. Because all you gotta do is sink back down in the paint and let Giannis shoot a 20-foot jumper. If he's not gonna be able to drive if you're sinking down in the paint playing defense. He gotta be able to hit that jumper, that consistent 15 to 20-foot jumper. And if he can't do that, Milwaukee's not going nowhere. They missing Lopez. Milwaukee is not the same team that you seen last year in the playoffs. And they barely made it where they got. If it wasn't for the form foot of KD, they wouldn't have made it then. So, but I got Philly, Chicago. I think they need a big man. People say Tristan Thompson. No, they need a legitimate big man. If they get a legitimate big man in Chicago, they'll be nice. But the thing is, if their shots not going, they don't play no defense. And tonight against Miami, they shots wasn't hitting, and they ain't play no defense against Miami. Miami did whatever they want to. So right now,
the highlights right now.
Right now, if you look at it, I actually seen the game. Right now, if you look at everything, if I was a betting man, I'll probably say the 76ers. Because
Chicago's more smoke and mirrors than anybody else.
Because Harden, every time Harden was in the playoffs, he was the main player. Now with Embiid, some of that pressure's off of him. So I think he'll play a little bit more relaxed. And I think Philadelphia's gonna if Embiid don't get hurt, Philadelphia's gonna be they probably win the East.
That's it right there. But you see it every year though. When they get to the playoffs, Harden fumbles and Embiid get hurt.
But he's a one-man show. Now he's not a one-man show. He has Embiid. He has Maxey.
They're gonna take one of them out. They'll take Harden out. And
take Harden out. You got to deal with that big beast. They can't stop him.
That big beast. If he can't get the ball right, he ain't gonna get it.
Hey Vance.
Have you seen what? Did you see what Embiid was doing when he didn't have no point guard?
Mark, you know you can't pick talent. I'm telling you, Harden is gonna show you through Harden. Harden gonna show you his show. Okay.
All right, let's go.
I'm just saying, he gonna show you. Harden gonna show you every year. He showed you who he is.
Nobody wants to hear the generic
Did you see what Embiid was doing before Harden came? Did you see it? He wasn't top contender for MVP of the league for nothing.
Okay.
All Philadelphia had was Embiid.
In a 7-game season, we're talking playoffs now. In regular season, it is what it is.
Y'all think they're gonna let that Laker Jordan leave early to go over there and play with him?
Yeah, Jordan. That's what they did.
They released him already, I think.
Yeah, they waived him today.
Yeah. And they waived him today.
He's gonna be the backup for Embiid. DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan.
The Lakers waived him today, so most likely he's gonna be the backup for Embiid.
Embiid, yep.
Who?
Is he still alive? Last couple of games.
Is he still alive? Are
You
you
should ask if
kidding
the
me?
Lakers still alive.
Hey,
I mean, but
he
Embiid,
can
he's
give you
back
6
up.
rebounds. Hey,
He gonna get
Mark.
it. I'm telling you, man.
He
When the
got 6
playoffs come,
fouls. That's all they need him for 6 fouls
6
to
fouls.
give up.
They just need to
Hey,
spell the
y'all
big man.
notice?
They don't need him to go out there and do anything special. Just
They
let
need
him
him
sit
for
down,
6
rest out for a little
fouls.
bit.
Can I say this to pile on to somebody? Have you ever noticed since Ben Simmons ain't been playing that Embiid ain't been hurt?
okay, here's another Harden. Okay, now you got 2 Hardens on the squad. Yeah, you got 2 of them clowns on the squad now.
How many games Embiid missed this year?
Okay,
He done missed about 7.
wait till the
6 or 7.
playoffs. Wait till they start pounding him in that playoffs and it start getting tough for him.
Who they gonna pound? Who they gonna pound that big joker with, man?
Good, Jeremiah. Let him answer. Now, who's going to pound him?
He ain't gonna have to.
No.
You
Tell me somebody in the Eastern Conference that's gonna bang with him in the playoffs. Let me know. Pick one.
He has
Pick
shot
one.
less.
No,
He
Jeremiah,
has shot less
go.
3-pointers this year than he ever have. He's
Jeremiah, let him go. Let
15
him
to 20 feet in.
Wait till the playoffs.
Pick a big man in the East.
When you can't,
No,
when he gets
pick
unruly.
a big man in the East that you think is gonna mess with Joel Embiid. Pick one right now. Do it.
Giannis can't hold him.
That's what I thought. Now go back to what you've been doing.
You'll see.
Pick a big man. Pick a big man.
Mm-hmm.
So has he not played
defense in himself instead of being in that?
So has Embiid not played well in the playoffs?
He's gonna be shooting outside.
Hold on, I asked you a question. Has Embiid not played well in the playoffs?
In the playoffs?
Thank you.
Hold on, Mark. Hold on, Mark. Vance, go back to your last comment. Hold on, Mark.
Jeremiah, did you hear how he responded like a kid that got in trouble? You know, said, did you make your bed? My bed? See what I did? Name somebody in the playoffs. In the playoffs?
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on, Mark. Vance, go back to your last.
Vance,
go back to your last comment that you made. I think the last comment you made before Mark went on his rant, where you was talking about you said something about he gonna get beat up in the inside, so he gonna start shooting 3-pointers.
I asked him.
He gonna play defense on himself. That's what I said. He gonna play defense on himself.
Who gonna play defense on himself? Doing what?
See how he pivot out of that? That's what he tried to pivot out of that,
explain yourself.
Instead of him being down in that paint, being a murderer, brutalizing, he gonna be shooting trays. He gonna be shooting outside.
Why would all of a sudden now he'll go start shooting threes instead of being in the paint?
Watch what he do.
No. Why would he start doing that now?
Because that's who he is.
I think Harden's gonna tell him, "Look, get your big ass down in the paint. I'll take care of this perimeter action out here."
Harden's gonna be so frustrated, and then that's what all that confusion gonna come in. Right?
Vance, he gonna be gonna play 86 games.
The ball out his hand.
He gonna be gonna play 86 games in the paint, and now all of a sudden, playoff time, he gonna go to the 3-point line.
Nah.
Watch, he's still shooting trays.
But
Jeremiah, Jeremiah, let him finish. Let him finish. Keep going.
No, who you need to tell to stop shooting trays is Giannis. That's who you need to tell to stop shooting trays.
Right.
Yo, when it come down to the clutch, you'll see where Giannis be. You'll see where Giannis is gonna be in Middleton. You'll see where they at.
In the clutch?
You'll see.
Did you say in clutch moments? Giannis? You said in clutch moments.
Yeah. In the clutch moments.
So Giannis is known for making clutch shots.
Yes, man. Yes.
Yeah. Why you stuttering? Yeah. Is he known for making clutch shots?
I mean, when you say is he known, I mean, he don't have that title. That doesn't mean nothing, but he hits some clutch shots to win.
Hey, Phil, help your boy out, Phil.
You can't help me, Mark.
Phil, help your boy out, man.
You can't help me. You
help
can't.
your boy out.
Because you tried so hard with LeBron that was booed and ready to run out and leave LA. Run out of LA.
Phil,
But
help your boy out, man.
okay,
Phil, help your
I
boy out.
picked him last year. I picked him last year. He had nothing to say. Couldn't say nothing.
I don't pay no.
Embiid.
I don't pay no
Oh,
attention to you.
okay. Embiid needed Harden last year, right? So he got him this year. Watch, Rodney.
Uh,
Watch this unfold, baby. Yeah,
Mm.
but I know you with them too now. You know LeBron. You couldn't even. You couldn't
No,
even.
no, I'm not a
Anyway,
LeBron.
y'all
I mean,
just say
I
let me get the
rides with
quick.
my Wizards, even though we're not doing that
hey,
well. But
hey,
I mean,
hey,
I still
hey.
rides with my Wizards.
He,
Oh
he, he,
yeah,
from, he from DC, man. We don't live in
yeah.
all that hating, man. We know basketball. Believe me when
Really,
I tell you, we know basketball.
really.
Real talk.
Okay, Mark. All right. Well,
We
we'll
know
see.
basketball.
Embiid and Harden. Anyway, let's take a quick station break, Mark, and we're gonna come flip it right back to y'all. If y'all just tune in, you tune in to TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. Once again, y'all, we got a spirited night here on Sports Talk, man. Some great conversation going on here. Want to give a shout out to Bella. What's happening, Bella? Hang in there, girl. I know you're shocked, but we all good. So we'll keep things moving here. So we're gonna go to our third favorite segment of the night, y'all. This is our final segment that we've been, posting, but we do have some other commentaries that's coming up. I'm looking forward to. But right now, we're simply gonna listen to Mark's rants. Mark, what you're ranting about tonight, my brother?
Um, so I just read earlier that Art Browse is, Jeremiah sent Art Browse is stepping down as the offensive coordinator for Grambling State. Sorry, Vance. No shit. We already knew that was going to pot when it got blown up. But let's not be mad at Art Browse for trying to get a job. Let's be mad at the fool that hired him. Hugh Jackson. Let's go back to Hugh Jackson when they talked to him about Colin Kaepernick and how he couldn't stand behind Colin Kaepernick, how he was sweating and was like a cross between I don't want to piss these brothers off, but I don't want to piss these white folks off. So he just well, I I wouldn't do it. Are you serious? And he got the nerve to be at a black school. When I heard he got the job at a black school, I'm like, really? He like he like black people that much?
Mm.
That's a good one
Apparently not.
because he
Apparently
can't
not.
stand up for
Because
him.
he hired one, and I'm saying he hired a white coordinator. Fine. I want to accuse us of being racist and not hire one. Not that there's not plenty of black OC coordinators out there looking for a gig. You go hire a person that's mired in controversy. That, let's be real, we can say allegedly all we want publicly, but behind closed doors, we know what that fool was about. So you might allegedly make it even worse. Allegedly, when we say allegedly now, it sounds like we telling you he did it for real. Allegedly, we making it known he did it for real. So how does that happen? Why is he not fired? Why is Hugh Jackson not fired? My black schools, my HBCUs, man, y'all need to get this together, man. Y'all need to get this together. Too many I'm trying to get too political. Y'all want stuff to be y'all want again, y'all want to go out here and have a nice fried egg, but you don't want to crack no shells, man. And then you want to act like you're mad when you go get some food. This game is these schools out here who are winning, they're not winning fairly. And if you don't want to do it like they do, then don't complain you can't have it like them. Because that's what you at Grambling, that's what the LSU's do. That's what the Ole Miss do. That's what Alabama does. They go get them. And if you ain't willing to go do what you got to do, then don't mess around with this. Just be a black school. Stop acting like you're trying to bring in some black coach because he coaching the pros. That fool don't care about no black folks.
I agree with you on that one.
But he got black skin. That's worse than hiring a white coach. I'm done.
Well, thank you for that, Mark. Yeah, man, there's a bunch of turmoil going on right now with O'Brien. So anyway,
Yeah,
y'all,
how you don't know that ain't gonna work? How do you not know that's not gonna work, man?
yeah, man, that's kind of crazy here, man.
Ain't like he come from a small. It's like the hire that what was Urban Meyer did with the strength coach. I'm not saying I was a small program, but he was a strength coach. You hired a former head coach that's mired in controversy. What, we gonna sneak him in and everybody gonna say that looked like Art Browse? No,
He said because of his foundation and what they do at his foundation, he's for giving someone a second chance so they can try to make a difference and make up for their mistakes.
you
Mm.
well, hold on. I heard you
I'm just
say it.
telling you what Hugh
No,
Jackson
no, I
said.
know. I heard you say what he said. I'm sorry. Did you not say that lie he said, or you just said he said it? That BS he said.
Well, man,
I can see when. Hold on, Vance. Hey Jeremiah. I can see when somebody handed him that, and he said, "That's a good one. I'll use this." You got
oh
to be
boy.
kidding me, man.
Well,
You got
man,
to be kidding me.
hey, college football and everything else, man, is it's a mess, man. So hey, it is
I
what
mean,
it
no, it's been what it's been, Vance.
is. It is
And
what it
and
is.
my thing is that now you look at with Dion and maybe even with Eddie George, and he's doing these black colleges, and you get these black colleges. They seriously, I can go on. And I'm all for HBCUs. I can go on and stuff I hear from coaches that these schools will tell you about. Howard sitting there. My boy was going. Boy was talking about had applied possibly for the job when Blakeney got it over at Howard, and he told me straight up. They talked them about them about. I don't know why. I don't see why we can't compete like the Georgetowns or other people like that, huh? And you won't take no JUCO transfers, and you ain't gonna do what it takes to get them in here, but you don't know why you can't compete with these schools. Don't cry about what you ain't got when you ain't willing to do what you got to do to get it.
Hey, Phil awfully quiet. He holding all his
No, he
ammunition.
waiting for the
He over there
sheriff.
taking note. He's so
He waiting
ready
for
to
the sheriff.
talk right now. he done balled up his lips. He's so ready to
Right.
talk right now, boy. He got so much to say.
Well, hey,
He's
man.
quiet as a church mouse, boy.
Hey, man. Why you saying that though? We do just right on time, and we're gonna wrap this. I want to give Phil because lately, man, I've been going to Phil with his commentary. So I do want to come to him with this question, though, Phil. For you, dash here. I know you got to get up and make a move, though. But Phil, give us your opinion on this Biden's nomination for the Supreme Court, Ms. Brown. Talk to me about that, man, fellas, and I want y'all to chime in after Phil's commentary here.
Well, I really don't have much to say about her, Vance. I think she's going to
Oh
be an
Lord.
excellent choice in the sense that she's been a defender of the common man. She's been a defender of the people that had less stuff to work with. She's been one of the defenders that's gone and handled cases at Guantanamo Bay. So she has a good stellar background, much like that of Thurgood Marshall coming out of the defending end of it. Now, Vance, I know why you asked me about her is because I wanted to talk about your uncle Clarence.
Oh, don't hurt him, man.
You
Don't
know,
hurt him.
but you did ask me literally what I think, the conversation about black people. So I don't know if you were saying that automatically means I couldn't talk about Clarence Thomas. But we're going to go with his heavy pigmentation because people, I want to tell you a little bit about Vance's uncle. The thing is I say that this guy is utterly, morally bankrupt, just has nothing. He's so uncouth. He and that racist, I mean, super duper racist wife of his. But of course, she has good lineage in that. She comes from a Nebraska family that's their prominent thing. So much their prominent thing that one of her aunts said, when a guy who used to date his wife said, I know that stirred up a lot of stuff in that family. And the aunt said, well, the way he treated her, we forgot he was black. Uh, now,
Ooh, that's a good one.
you know, when that's happening, you know you are stepping fetching all you can. And that's exactly what this guy did. But, I'm going to talk about him. When they put Brett Kavanaugh on, when the lady accused him and stuff, and, he's right for it. I don't understand why the Justice Department isn't going in and taking and doing something about that sham FBI investigation that did nothing, did not look at any of the witnesses that were more than willing to come in and testify against Brett Kavanaugh. You see, but I think I've already seen that before. Oh yeah, in 1991, Clarence Thomas, Anita Hill accused him of sexual harassment allegations. What? You mean to tell me that there was another woman during that same time that it said that he had sexually harassed her? Always wanted to talk about her bra size and things of that nature. And then what? Another lady said that, oh yeah, he was always scoping out all the black women. And if you were reasonably attractive, you knew that he was auditioning you for something. But, I don't even want to go there because, the thing is that in 2016, another young lady, I think her name might have been Mariah Smith or something like that, said that he groped her in 1999. This is 8 years after he's been on the bench. He still can't get enough. I'm just telling you, people, this dude, one of he and his wife's friends, she said, I can't stand black people. Hate them. Basically kill them all. In a text. She put it in a text. And when Clarence Thomas was asked about it, he said, oh, that's just unsubstantiated stuff. Clarence, it's a text. There's nothing unsubstantiated about that. This dude is just riddled with, I can't stand black people. That's what he is, Vance. That's how your uncle is. Now, that might seem like it, and I'm on him about their racist things. They are with every organization. I'm going to show you how corrupt he is. The Supreme Court, other federal justices are held to a thing where they can't do certain things. But not the Supreme Court. It is strictly a do as I say, not as I do. Supreme Court justices, they have a norm that says they aren't supposed to show partisanship and show up at any of these functions that are partisan functions and things. Clarence Thomas shows up at them. He shows at them like nothing. And what? They definitely are never supposed to be at any that are using them to attract members or fees or any type of promotions like that. Clarence Thomas shows up at them. Yeah. And all of them are, guess what? As lily racist as they can be. But he's there. And you know what they say? They say he's our Chief Justice.
Mm-hmm.
He's our Chief Justice. Now, that says he's doing something mighty, mighty white for them to say that. But that's not even what I really want to say.
He's a good Negro.
When I was talking about him being morally bankrupt, his racist, super racist ass wife, she set up in a 5-year period made close to $700,000. They never reported any of that income to the IRS. He's a justice on the Supreme Court, and they never reported any of that money. It wasn't until an investigation turned it up, and subsequently he had to go back and do 20 years of filings with his taxes. Just as criminal element as you can get, as well as racist and morally bankrupt.
Yeah,
But
that is
that's
true.
your uncle. What can I say?
Look, man, good stuff there, Phil. Good stuff, man. On Clarence Thomas, he's something else, man. Man, well, I tell you, man, hey, this has been a great night, yo. I'm gonna take one more station break, and we're gonna jump right into free for all. And before we do, because once we get into free for all, right, we're gonna just start talking and chopping up, and then we're gonna sign on out of here, man. So I do want to thank you for coming on and updating our Baylor report, and much love to your daughter, man, and much success. Like I said, we're gonna follow. So next Sunday, I'm gonna try to hit you up and link in, and see if we can't link in, man. And that'd be great, man. So, but anyway, if not though, too, we want to make sure we follow you through March Madness, man, and all the way through the draft, and all the way, man. So we really appreciate you, Rodney. Terry, we appreciate you thinking outside the box. Jeremiah, the doggone minute, and Mark Sprance. Appreciate him, man, and then shutting it down was my main man, Philip Townsend, with his. We went from Brown to the clown, Clarence Thomas. So anyway, y'all,
don't talk about your uncle. You got to go to family reunions.
I was saying that the new to be justice, I didn't realize she had a white husband.
Yes, she does.
And his name is Jackson. So she got the most Negro name, Katanji Brown Jackson.
Brown Jackson.
So when I saw her husband, I looked and said, I didn't see that coming.
He's a surgeon too.
Not with a name like Brown Jackson. First name Katanji.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But
you don't get much more Negro than that. But.
Okay, y'all. So, well, y'all, let's slide into our free for all. It's wide open. Anything y'all want to start? Rodney, anything on your mind?
Okay, I got this right here. Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if you knew about in Ukraine. There's a whole lot of black people trying to get out and save their lives. They won't let out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a whole lot of black people that's trying to get on the train and get to safety, and them Ukrainians not letting them out. I don't know why we worried about what's happening in Ukraine, because they damn sure don't care nothing about no black folks.
Well, I don't know what that reason it is about they letting them out. Are they men or just women and children?
No, they're Nigerians.
Let me ask you a question. Does it matter?
All I said, Mark, is look, they had a protest when the Black Lives Matter. They did a protest, positive protest for Black Lives Matter
in Ukraine.
That's all I'm saying.
In the Ukraine, they did it.
Yes, they did.
It was the white folks out there saying Black Lives Matter.
A bunch of them.
Do they speak English?
No, they ain't speaking English.
Yes.
Yes. Me messing up too.
So they know what Black Lives mean.
Yeah, they do.
Just like the ones in Alabama.
Okay.
Just like the ones in Alabama.
How come the Black Lives don't matter when they're trying to get out from where they're gonna have the war, and they're not letting them? They ain't telling black folks to sit in the back of the train. They saying you can't get on.
I thought they was letting the women and children on from my report.
Yeah, they are. They are letting the women and children on, Terry. They're letting the white women and children on.
Look, well, Vance,
they're not letting no black folks
to jump in on this conversation.
Yeah, go on, jump in. Tell
Yeah.
me what. Sound like you're gonna tell me where I'm wrong. Am I missing something?
No, I'm not saying you're wrong, Mark. I'm saying that that was really what I was going to do my piece on was that hey, look, I'm all for the strength and courage that these people are showing in the face of war, but it just seems that you, no matter how far you run or where you go, just this is going to follow you. A lot of international students go to Ukraine because it's the funding isn't as high for them to get an education at the university and all. And what's happened is that not only were they Ukrainians themselves keeping blacks from getting on the trains and things to get out of town, but the military was literally removing black people from the trains, it's reported, that were on it. So what they did, they said, okay, it's going to be kids, white women, and white men. And then that's you can get some of the other international people in and on, but if you're a black, I should say an African student, primarily Nigerian, trying to get out of there, you got a tough road to hoe. And at one point, they weren't wanting to let the black women on and the African women on, and a lot of the men were pushing the women to the front, saying, "No, you all said women." And so, of course, they got on that way. Now, that may seem all and good in that sense, but once they got to Poland or where they were going, they were met by the military and told they could not come in. So even at not coming in, even if they were there, you had to get pushed to the back so that the white people could come in. So, it's just a situation to where no matter what you do, this color will follow you internationally.
That's it.
And the same treatment will apply internationally. It was so bad that a Chinese racist went on to let the Ukrainians know, the Polish people know, you can't let the darkish people in because they'll mess everything up. This is the Chinese guy going on a racist rant about what the darkish people will do to your country. So I'm just saying, it's a shame when you look at it on one thing. This is adversity. It shows who and what you're truly made of, and who and what you truly are. And you're getting a chance to see it. That these people are fighting. They're doing this. They're being strong and doing it. But guess what? They're still looking and saying, you're a second-class citizen, you're a third-class citizen, you're a fourth-class citizen. You aren't really worth saving. And that's where it's at.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
Like I mentioned, we the most hated.
And the most
So
feared.
with all that, and you trying to save your life, you worry about who's still riding with you. Look, I ain't wishing nothing bad on some people, but you know what, Ukraine right now.
But I thought it was just the Polish people doing it. I didn't know it was the Ukraine people too. So
Yes, sir.
Sir, man.
I just refreshed my phone.
We don't need to drop. We don't need to put one boot on the soil. But they probably will once
Look,
if they send us there, dig a hole in Ukraine because there must be some oil.
look, it's this look.
No, that's a bad look on their face if they don't do nothing.
What we
That's all
supposed to
that
do?
is.
We supposed to fight Russia now?
I don't think they're gonna fight Russia. I'm just saying
We've
they
been
can put a
supposed to
mice.
fighting Russia for decades, and we've never traded a weapon. We had never traded gunshots with them, not at all. We've always had these little mad, little stern looks. They still.
No, well, we fought together.
Exactly. In World War II.
Before. So, the thing is this. Look, the importance is not about fighting with Ukraine. It's about fighting for democracies.
True.
Because look, if you don't have democracies, you're going to have autocracies. And what do we end up seeing? Whatever the norm is, what becomes the thing that people are going to gather to. And if you let this, that fall, you already see right now here in America, we already have plenty of people that don't care about democratic principles. They are ready to try an autocratic government because you know what? They actually think that they are going to be powerful in this autocratic government if this if this experiment of US democracy fails. They don't understand. Look, it's just like I always say, these rural people that vote for all of these Republicans to do nothing for them, they actually think they're going to be in a better position. No, you're still going to be in the same lowly position you are in now. You're still going to be able to say the same things you can now. Hey, at least I'm getting treated better than those black people by the color of my skin. But you're not going to have any better programs. Your programs are going to be worse. They're going to be dictated to you in an even worse manner. So for you to think that somehow you're going to be invited to the party as one of the dancers instead of one of the servers, you are entirely wrong about that. You will be a dishwasher. Understand that.
Still reading you,
Well,
correct?
y'all. Hey, Phil. Man, I love it, man. Giving us some, dropping some good dimes on us, man. So, we just gotta keep pushing, man. I like this. Our producer, man. I like how she's throwing it up on us. Great to see you, Mark. So look here, y'all. Want to give everybody a quick 10 seconds, 15 seconds to wrap it up. If you want to say something, I'm on our way out of here. It's been a great night on Tan and Sports Talk. Sometimes things got to be said, and you got to get a little serious about it, man. So, Terry, I want you to start, man. Give us on the way out of here.
On the way out, I still think we need to give those people, even though they are showing bias, I think they still need help, not just because of the bias. I would say not giving help. I'm just saying because the possibility of Russia gets that country, they may continue. And that's all I'm saying. So my heart goes out to the people over there. And I don't think everybody over there is racist, but, hey, policy's policy. And that's how it goes. So that's it.
What do you say, Jeremiah?
Same old same thing. Tune in to $2 Sports Talk Show every Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. On the $2 Facebook page or on KBOB899.com, stream it live. And then also support sickle cell awareness. Donate to a worthy cause. You can go to www.sicklecelloklahoma.org. That's www.sicklecelloklahoma.org and donate all your funds, and majority of everything that we do, it goes to help families affected by sickle cell disease and sickle cell trait.
Thank you, Jeremiah. What do you say, Mark?
LeBron is still the best player that ever did it. And I'm saying that because you guys are hurt and it bothers you. And I'm not gonna argue with you. You can have Jordan number one. They put Jordan number one in the top 75 or whatever. It's fine. I'm not gonna argue with it. I know what I believe. I don't need to convince you. Just stop lying.
All right. Rodney, talk to us, man.
I say,
am
man.
I tilted? My chair is tilted to the right. My chair. I need a new chair, man. I'm sorry,
I say this is the best part of the year, March Madness. The best basketball is being played. Everybody know it's one and done. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, my baby's there, but I'm looking forward to seeing all the games. I think they start next week. The SEC tournament starts next week. We still playing, but I'm looking forward to tuning in, and the conference tournaments is where I think the best basketball is played before March Madness. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that on the men's and the women's side. Baylor men did pull it out against UT tonight, so I'm very happy about that as well. So I'm looking forward to this basketball season, man, and the things that's going to blossom afterwards.
I was watching the highlights of your daughter, and she got a little DC in her. He said.
Hey, Phil.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
$2 will be doing a March Madness bracket. I'm letting you know now so you don't have no excuse. Everybody heard me tell them. I even put it in a thread. We'll be doing a $2 March Madness bracket so you can join.
Put mine in.
There will be a prize, and I will send everybody the link on the thread.
I'm picking Georgetown. Picking Georgetown.
You picking Georgetown.
For what?
2024.
Mark going deep out
All right,
there.
Phil.
No, I just want Rodney to know that I know he's going to be surprised to know that my AfricanAncestry.com just came in, and it says, now listen to that, I'm your long lost brother by our
you family. Welcome to the family, bro. Nice.
Well, y'all, man, it's been a great night, man. And fellas, I really appreciate y'all coming in, contributing to all aspects, man. So you guys, I want y'all until then, be safe until we meet again next Monday. Y'all, don't forget COVID is still lingering. I mean, they're really being real relaxed on a lot of these things, the mask and everything. Y'all still take care of yourselves. And until we meet again, fellas.
Hey, Vance, we want to thank you for your basketball knowledge contribution, too.
Mark, you just hate, man. Every time I pick winners. Hey, right here, they got you tonight.
I gave you a compliment. I came right in there.
Okay, so Vance, are you still going Milwaukee? Is that your?
Well, yeah, man. I mean, I picked them last year and they won it. From the beginning, I'm gonna ride with them.
Hey,
until when?
Name the starting five.
Vance, the only reason he's asking you is because the other teams are relatively healthy this year. So he just wants to know.
I want you to name the starting five for the Milwaukee Bucks. But I'll give you Giannis. I'll give you Drew Holiday. Who else?
Okay. Giannis.
Who else start?
That's it. Giannis, that's all I need.
Giannis, Drew Holiday. Who else start?
No. Middleton's gonna show up.
No, very good.
So,
it's three. Now look, only two more.
Well, no. This is the question. Name the starting five for the Lakers. Name the starting five for the Lakers.
Hey, I'm not predicting.
Bougie, garbage.
I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm not a Lakers fan.
Hey, Vance, I give you one more. I give you one more, Vance. Grayson Allen. So all you gotta do is come up with one.
Grayson Allen,
all you gotta do is come up with one.
Hold on. He's amazed at the name you gave. He can't name anybody else on the Milwaukee Bucks team.
Does it matter?
Hey, Oladipo don't start. I mean, Ibaka don't start. Vance, he just he come off the bench. He don't start.
I'm glad he's on the team this year. I'm glad he's on the team this year.
Vance said Nate Bowers. Hey Siri. All right now. So, Mark, just like you do, just like you Google everything, y'all, you and Phil is the Googlest brothers. I love it.
I don't have to Google a starting five for half the teams in the NBA.
Well, tell me the starting five for the Lakers. You don't know.
They don't have one. They keep changing every year. Every week.
Here's the starting five. LeBron. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all that matters. It's all that matters.
All right, y'all. We're gonna get out of here, man. Until next week, man. Hey, Rodney, take care, man, and good luck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And,
give you till next week. The
All
name is
right,
starting
Rodney.
5.
Tell the
I'm gonna
family
give
I
you next
said
week.
hi.
I
Find
sure
that
will.
last-
I
find
sure
that
will,
fifth
Kinfolk.
player. Find
I'll
that
bring
fifth
my
player,
ancestors,
man.
my African
What was
ancestors
going on
out there.
Tuesday?
Got you.
Find that fifth
No,
player,
Monday
man.
night.
Hold on,
Next week.
Terry, you said
Monday.
Tuesday. We've been off Tuesday
Hey,
for the past 2 or 3 weeks.
That's why he
Hey.
keep coming in late.
I'm
'cause
old.
He get old. Today Tuesday. Oh, let me tell you. I thought it was Monday.
Well, you know Terry
I had
got
to
signed.
look.